Hey, how's it going, everyone? Just back again with another commentary, just some sort of summary thoughts. And I'm going to play a little snippet of Obadiah's Judgments video called "It's Simple." I'm not sure what that means, but we'll listen to what he has to say. Thankfully, it's not that long, but just again, just some observations. And so this is something that I want for people to understand why I'm virtually certain that the Bible has to speak very, very soon, because the Bible is being destroyed from the inside out by people with the Bible in front of them. And I speak regularly that one of those people could be myself, and so that's why I try to tread lightly and, not say anything that I don't believe strongly, and then that kind of thing. And so, and I have to be very careful, with the intensity with which I push various things, because I am responsible for it, whether it comes true or false. And so, I'm very, very aware of that. And so, just one observation, that I think people obviously understand, but with people like End Times Teacher and Obadiah's Judgment and all that. So, for example, the hair thing was just more just to kind of bring out what these people are like for real, like what they're really, really about. Are they really about the Bible and teaching? Are they in it for the cold love of the game or not? And so when I post videos and then, for example, like I shave my face, and then End Times Teacher is like, why did you shave? It's against the law and stuff. I view that as like kind of gay, like homosexual, to bring that out. And so again, it's not wrong if a person is honoring the law themselves and then excited and very, very zealous about it and wants to keep it at all levels, the 613 laws, I guess, that there are, and summarized with love God exclusively and then love your neighbor. But when I asked him other questions about, is it a sin to lie? Is it a sin to wear a mask? And then tell me all the sins that we're required to do to stay here in Babylon. There's no response. And so there's a very effeminate vibration for people who are under effeminate and evil leadership. I want people to see that. I know it. It's just obvious, And so again, a lot of this is just literally to kill time and to bring out what a person really is. I want that. I want people, even myself, to bring out who they are on YouTube or in real life or whatever. And then if I'm not getting a real person, I reject people like that. Again, that's why throughout my life, I never knew why, but I never really felt comfortable around people. It's not that I was super holy. It's just I never felt like I could be myself, and I never felt anybody else was being them. And so that's what this channel is for me. But it's just kind of more in a slightly public domain, that kind of thing. And so that's what's going on, with these people. So they're very, very selective, about the kind of things that they want to apply the law to. And then it's effeminate what they're doing. And it's not what God's all about, at all. And so I'm not speaking out against people who, wear a beard and the fringes and all that, do all that, do all that, not because Tahar or any of these other people tell you, because that's what the Bible says, and that's what God wants. And if you want to honor that now, that's a beautiful thing, do that. But work with God on that, because he's the one that we'd be trying to please with that. And so do it with him, that kind of thing. But they're very silent about the things that don't allow us to live in this society, but, wear a beard, and that kind of thing. And it's like, there is a hierarchy for sure, in the law. And it's very, very important, to be aware of that. And so we're not allowed to keep the law at all, in any like serious, complete way here, much less be taught it by people who are really zealous for the law, and it's definitely not these people. I know without a doubt we're not dealing with the two witnesses with any of these people. It's just like so obvious and like kind of like a caricature and exaggeration for me that it's obviously not any of this stuff. ETT, Obadiah, GMS, none of that. That's absurd. No one would ever even think that God's doing anything but just clowning them, and all that kind of stuff, which is lie after lie. So I want people to know that's the vibration that I get. And even in my own life, like I don't put up with any of that. Like any like weird joke that involves stuff like that, I avoid people like that. I don't want anything to do with that. People know that's not working, like, we're men, will make comments about women and all that kind of stuff. And even that, if a person's really zealous and wants to avoid people who talk like that, I think that's good. If you can, and you're not going to drive yourself insane being basically alone, because pretty much everybody does it. That's good. I'd highly encourage people to do that. But I would say I'm a little bit tolerant of that, because a few people that I golf with they're like 100% in the world, and like I'm still in the world, but like I'm trying to come out for my people, like not just tell other people to do it, but do it myself. It's not funny, but that's the deal. But anything like effeminate or like talking about a man's appearance, and again, like, it's not wrong for End Times Teacher to point out that a beard is in the Bible, but he won't talk about anything else in the law that I ask him about. So I know that that's an effeminate thing. That's borderline homosexual comment to make. And then the hair and all that kind of stuff with Obadiah, that's just that's weird. That's just flat out weird to make statements like that, to be able to assess a man's appearance in a positive or negative way. If you can assess it negatively, then you're assessing it positively. And to me, that's not the way I roll at all. Never. And definitely not now. We're not living in those days, like that's not what this is about, and I want people to be very, very aware that the days that we're living in, the Bible is proving itself to be true literally every day, and so don't listen to these people. Just a joke. And then we're going to hear this guy basically cry for a few minutes here and point out again how stupid he is. I want people to read this verse, Psalm 119:44. So I shall keep thy law continually forever and ever. So guess what? The law is eternal. And why is that 44? For these Bible scholars, End Times Teacher and Obadiah his judgment, quote, Bible scholars. Why is that 140? Why is that 44? I just gave you the answer away. Why is Psalms 119:44? Why does that reference the law, keeping it continually forever and ever? Why is that? You should know this, because there's a group of people that care about the law more than their life. Because what is our life? What is my life? It's this body, and then there's some energy inside of me. What is that? That's from God, right? I didn't make that. And so when I'm here, on this channel, I don't regard my life at all, and I want people to know that we know it now more than ever because of flat earth and all these things, that God exists, but there's nothing to regard our life as, in the times that we live in now, and really ever. That's what the Bible tells us, because it's God. All the material and matter that makes up our body is God made that. We didn't craft it and then create that. And then let's say there is something inside of us, which I believe, through the Bible, there's an energy inside of us that's either on God's left or right hand side. And that left and right hand side is delineated by works of charity, and according to the book of Matthew. And don't be deceived by these people. These people are completely out of their mind, and we're going to hear how emotional they get when they come across somebody who has nothing to lose and everything to gain from the truth of the Bible. And these people are just actors. And so these people have a lot to lose, because they're involved in a spiritual Ponzi scheme that I'm pointing out, and lots of other people have been pointing out for many, many years. And they want us to feel pity for them, when just because they're benefiting a little bit in their pyramid structure, they got people below them or whatever they're getting from this, they want us to just leave them alone. When we see a Ponzi scheme there spiritually, we see one financially in the the Federal Reserve and the central banks everywhere, and we're pointing that out. We're pointing out all the evil, and we don't want any of those pyramid-based Illuminati whatever schemes going on. We don't want any of those. We're just pointing them out, and just it's obvious. And so listen to this guy cry like a little girl, because we're pointing out the fact that he hates the law and he hates the God of the Bible. These people disgust me, and I hope that the God of the Bible is true, because then all of this stuff is going to be corrected, and then we don't have to deal with this. That's just madness. People talking about people's hair and their beard and all that kind of stuff, but these idiots don't even want to comment about wearing a mask. Is that a sin? You're covering up your beard. If the beard is so important to the law, how is covering up your beard, according to this satanic agenda that's going on right now with this coronavirus, how is that lawful? Answer that. These people are so stupid And these people have the audacity to think that they're the two witnesses in the book of Revelation. That's absolutely absurd. And these people disgust me, and so I just want you guys to know that for sure. You absolutely disgust me. You're vile, disgusting people, who will limit what comes out just to appease Tahar, who's a baboon. And he's literally stealing money from you to go and have sex with prostitutes, thinking that that's somehow going to rack up some position with the Most High. That's absolutely disgusting. There is nobody like that at all that's going to be allowed in the kingdom. That's absolutely insane, because God's elect follow Psalm 119:44. So I shall keep thy law continually forever and ever. Those are the people that we want to be the leaders in the kingdom of heaven, not these idiots. So let's hear what this crybaby has to say. Obadiah's judgment.
And that's originally where
it's the same thing with
Here's the deal just with people in general. I don't think this is going to happen anymore, but again, I've been surprised already. This is just fair warning. People come by here, know that I have nothing to lose. And I'm not saying that to sound unstable or whatever. I'm just showing everybody my cards. I have nothing to lose. Nothing. I don't value my life at all. Zero. Because I know that this place is stupid. There's no future here for anybody. And I don't value my life at all. So I have nothing to lose. I only want the truth. I don't want half truths, 95% truths. I want none of that. I want to know why I'm here and why all this is happening and what's going to happen next. That's all I care about. And no one on this earth cares about that more than I do. Lots of people care about it as much as I do, but no one cares about it more. So if you're going to come by here and just think that you just can make a video of me and then, whatever, say that I'm an Israelite one day and a heathen the next day and all this kind of stuff, and then heathen, demon, it gets, double down, triple down. Just know I got absolutely nothing to lose. I don't regard my life or anybody's life on this earth except the people that love God. And that's it. And the God that I'm presenting on my channel. And that's it. And then so just be careful, I have time as well. And so, it's just, this is a very, very important thing for me, this, why we're here, fundamentally, it's extremely important to me. And so, and I want to know desperately, and so, if I'm wrong, I'm not going to go and push wrong more to go and confuse somebody else who also wants to know. So that's the way I think, and so that's just me being upfront, with it. But I put it out there, in case there's somebody else who is curious and looking to the Bible for answers and all that kind of stuff, which is to me an excellent place to look. And it's authoritative because it claims that it's authoritative. And so it's worth exploring, and all that kind of stuff. And any way I can help offline or whatever, I will do that. But just know that, these people are just actors and they're coming here and then they're just getting all in their feelings after somebody pushes back, with their watered down gibberish that they're spouting and expecting us to support and be a part of their spiritual Ponzi scheme that's going on. That's stupid. That's just flat out stupid. And I'll keep saying people are stupid who do that, whether it's this guy, the next girl, I don't care. I just don't care, and so it's better if you don't really want anything back and forth, just go away, just leave me alone. Just let me post my little mirror my videos and just go along my merry old way, waiting for the two witnesses. And so it's probably better, for people to do that and then listen to this guy crying after somebody stands up to his nonsense.
Obadiah's judgment then. Obadiah's judgment,
because you started the thing about me, man.
Frazzled, if he's wrong. It's a really, really...
And that's the thing, this dude doesn't know anything about me. You don't know anything about me, man.
Dude, I know a lot about you. We talked for an hour. You claimed I was an Israelite. Then the next day you start talking about heathen, demon, yada, 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 get ready for slavery. And then you know that the earth is flat and stationary, but you don't think that it's an important enough truth for your people. But, Tahar and the rape doctrine and the legal age and all this other nonsense that is obviously not relevant. And then all this other GMO that you're pushing out there. And then nonsense, just absolute gibberish. The two witnesses, all the breakdowns of Revelation are just terrible and all that kind of stuff. So, just, I know a lot about you, I know you're an actor and I'm calling you out and you're just an idiot.
know, and that's originally where the back and forth and the insults started, because you started the insults. All right, we were making videos back and forth. You start.
How someone who talks for an hour or so finds out that we have different opinions, and it's just fine. You know, the conversation was just, we emailed back and forth, and then the last thing was just we have to agree to disagree through email. That was it. You know, it's just, I wasn't planning to post a video. There's no video to post. We just, if you look at our last email back and forth, I sent him like 5 or 6 or something videos, and then we went back and forth, and then the virgin birth, and then I just said, it's okay. You know, we just got to agree to disagree. And that was it. Boom, next day, fires up a video. Heathen this, heathen that, you know, that we got to put the heathens in check and all this kind of stuff. And thinking that it's a generic video and all that, which is absurd. And then he doubles down, you know, because that's really what he's all about. And so he was rattled by the fact that there's people out there now exposing, you know, this scam that's going on and all that kind of stuff. And now he's in his feelings trying to get sympathy and all that kind of stuff. And just completely changing what is the true, you know, sequence of events. And again, just for other people on the channel, this is exactly what Good Servant did. So they're all on the same team. I just want people to know that they're all just actors, and they're pushing a narrative that's false, you know. And so again, I don't know if mine's true, but I know that theirs is false for sure.
For the insults, we had our conversation, the dialogue that we didn't record, and then the next day I did a video. And I guess that because I said heathen or whatever, you got all frazzled about that. And then from there on, I was stupid. I was an idiot.
Correct.
I was a baboon.
Correct.
Satanic literalist.
Correct. Non-literalist.
Bible literalist and all.
Bible non-literalist. Correct.
All this other shit, man. You started the name calling, bro. And
that's not name calling. Those are facts. You're a Bible non-literalist. You're satanic because you're teaching the spinning ball earth, or teaching that the shape of the earth or whatever doesn't matter, which is stupid. Not knowing your surroundings is absolutely irrelevant, because flat earth is a get out of jail free card. You know, you don't have to be in jail anymore mentally. And so you want people to be in jail to keep this disgusting spiritual Ponzi scheme going on. Just because you, an end times teacher, are stupid enough to fall for it doesn't mean I'm going to let, you know, other people think that that's a smart move. I'm just using you to point out how stupid you are. And so you are all these things. Literally, it's not a name calling, it's a fact.
And as well, when I say bro, like, clearly you're not my brother.
No, hell no. No, I cannot be brotherly with people who say it doesn't matter what the shape of the earth is, or you know, Christ was born of a man and woman, when it's explicitly written that he was not. And so no, I can't be bros with people who blaspheme the Holy Spirit. You guys are just trolls. You're just actors. You're just idiots. So the more you come here, I'm just gonna keep pointing out how stupid you people are.
Because you'll point that out. But you started all this shit, man. All right. And
yeah, dude, I'll start it, I'll do the middle, I'll finish it, and I'll finish it again, I'll finish it again. Dude, you don't understand. You came up against somebody who has a lot of time on his hands and loves the truth a lot more than you do. And so, you know, you got to be ready, man. This is grown up stuff. If this is not for you to get back and forth and debate, you know, you're lobbying your God and I'm lobbying for mine. If this is not for you, maybe don't go on YouTube, you know, just do your own stuff, you know, privately or whatever. Just, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. This is for real, dude. There are people fighting every day for the flat earth, you know, and like debating that's important, and then it's what it really is. And so that's labor that they're putting forth for what? The truth. And so Yahushua in Christ is the ultimate truth. And so all these things are subsets of his truth, because that's what he made. He actually truthfully made a flat stationary earth. This earth does not move. The sun and the moon revolve around the surface. And so those are people, whether they know or not, they're lobbying for the truth. And so maybe you're not fit for this. You know, you have to examine yourself, dude. You have to literally be ready to lose everything, you know? And so that's easy for me in these days because there's nothing to gain here. This place is disgusting. And so maybe you're not at that level yet. Tahar has essentially hoodwinked you into doing like exactly what the Christian church has done. Come into this congregation and then you'll have a high likelihood of being saved. And then you fell for it hook, line, and sinker. A lot of us have been duped by that in 501c3. We're definitely not going to get duped by that again. Definitely not by a baboon like Tahar. And definitely not paying for it so that person can go and explicitly tell us that he's using it on prostitutes. At least Joel Osteen and those people don't explicitly say that. Most of them. Some of them have been exposed, but all like in the closet and just doing disgusting things. But Some of them even have the decency to not just say it, like Tahar does. And so, you kidding? You kidding me, man? Like, you are here simply, like your title. It's simple. You're here to simply be made fun of. That's it. That's all you. That's your only purpose for your life right now. And then to come here, on my channel is only to make fun of you. And so that's it.
Any man, grown man, are reacting to someone else in
Salvation, I want people to know, like I've pointed out many, many times, comes from the Most High. That's it. That's what we know. It comes from the Most High. It does not come from Christ. It doesn't. That's what the Bible says. The Most High interacts with the elect directly. And so know that. There's nobody else who's going to be pushing Yahushua, Jesus Christ, Yahuwah, Yeshua, all these names. The Most High is the one who seals people through his Holy Spirit and interacts with them directly. And that's it. And so we're not looking to man or any representation of Christ or anything like that. There are people who are drawn to this channel are interacting with God directly. And then we know and have confidence that God is working on this earth because Christ, what he's done here on earth. And then so we go to the Most High through Christ. We could never have known the Most High unless his spirit was in a human body here and then explained and showed us like how to live, and then that's Jesus Christ. And so know that these people have been duped. Notice how they always start off their things, double honors, this person, this man taught me the truth. They never say, God taught me this. Because God taught us the flat stationary earth. God taught us that America's Mystery Babylon. God taught us about, this initiative for, in the hand, the mark of the beast. God's teaching us all these things and showing us all these things. And he's also showing us a lot of these actors and these deceivers pushing this doctrine of the Pharisees in this day.
Insulting him, he's gonna fire back, and that's what I did. And as far as like the hair and the comb over, that's how I roll, bro. Like, I'm hardly ever serious except when it comes to this truth. Like, I joke and I play a lot,
That's how you roll. That's not a manly thing, a scholarly thing to do. It's, imagine in an academic setting, like two people debating different viewpoints about something technical, and then they just start saying, oh, well, forget about that. Dude, look at you're got a big nose, your teeth are ugly, or you're losing your hair, or whatever, nice comb over, whatever. Like, what would that tell you about that person's position? And so just know that I know what's going on, and I'm just doing this to point out to the other people, which also know that you guys are insane, but just know that, like, that's crazy, and it's a effeminate and feminine thing to do. Women talk about those kind of things, and so what does the Bible say about who's going to be in the kingdom? Are effeminate people going to be in the kingdom? No, of course not. And so know that we know what's going on, dude.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it was, and we were making videos back and forth, and then for a moment, for about a span of a few days, I stopped. But the thing is, you cannot keep my name out your mouth for whatever reason.
No, I can't, dude. It's fun, man. This is what it is, dude. We are the people that come by here. We love the truth, and anybody who doesn't, we laugh at them. You're stupid. That's it. We've had enough time. This beast system has literally fondled our brain, and we're done with that. We're like, God has given us oodles of truth. And his spirit, we want it. We want more and more, like it says in Psalms 119, forever and ever. And so you're only here for me whenever I feel like it to just make fun of you. And so you can keep putting videos of me and say it's a flat earth. Look at this comb over, thinning hair, flat earther and all that. Dude, I want you to do that, because then my name will be associated with flat earth, and then whatever, they'll recognize me with my floppy hair or whatever. And that's perfect. That's what I want. And so I'm using your channel to push my doctrine of the flat stationary earth, which is what God made. That's what's in the Holy Bible. And so this is good, man. You're a secondary advertising platform for my channel to push that out there. Maybe someone will come across your channel because they trust GMS and then be like, who's this goofy looking guy? And then be like, whoa, okay, it's got lots of videos about different things. Maybe I'll look into it. So know that, that's what you're here for. And so keep bringing up my name. I don't care. And I'll bring up your name whenever I want. Because I still have, first of all, my videos up right now, which I just checked. And so you're not really about that life, man. You have zero integrity, and you're showing that with this video and then the collection of videos that you still have up.
That it is. Like this video right here. Like, I was making videos, knowing what I was doing. I had put the shit in the past and let it rest.
What are you doing? You asked me what I'm doing. What are you doing? You just said you're doing what you're doing. What I'm asking you, what are you doing?
And then here it comes, you making a video about End Times Teacher and bringing up my name, and it's like, what do you want, man? And we had said this before. I told you to stop coming on my comment board.
I just told you what I want. I want to use your channel to push the flat stationary Earth, and then maybe get other people to come to my channel. That's what I want. So just to be clear.
And I eventually ended up having to block you, and you told me to take videos of you down, but you won't take the videos of the shit that you made about me down, or GMS. You can keep up the videos about GMS. It doesn't bother me, man. You know, and so like I don't need this, bro. Like I don't need this. My page, I don't need a big following, and I'm not doing this for money, and I'm not doing this for.
You could get a good following with Ball Earth, man. Just keep pushing it. Your channel might blow up, dude.
Views. I'm not doing this for like. I'm doing this for what I believe is the truth and trying to warn my people. You know what I'm saying?
Your people are running laps around you, man. Like you're trying to warn people of pushing stuff in the news when lots of people of all nations are subscribed and know RV Truth and know that everything pretty much in the news is completely fake. And so you idiots are mirroring those videos and doing commentary on shootings that everybody knows are not real. So what are you warning them? And so you still haven't responded to my question and inquiry about the mark of the beast. What if it's not RF capability? What if it's just the ID in the hand? Is that still the mark of the beast? Are you clowns going to admit that you went overkill on that prophecy if that's what actually happens in life, in the real world? And then, which the elect will not be here during that time. So it's definitely important to get it right. But it's important to clarify because that's really the only thing that Tahar thinks that he has and has contributed. And so what are you really warning people about that everybody really knows? And you should be warning your people that they should care about the law more than their life. And then this whole thing will be over tomorrow. And so you don't care. I know that you people don't care. You're just effeminate clowns who just talk about people's facial hair and all that kind of stuff. People are dumb, like just flat out stupid. And then you expect us to believe that you're the two witnesses? You think Moses and Elijah would talk about that? You people are absolutely retarded. These Moses and Elijah and people like that, close to God, they care about Psalms 119:44. You guys are disgusting.
That's what I'm doing this for. But you cannot keep my name out of your mouth or GMS name for whatever reason it is. Like you just have to constantly post videos of them, old ass videos, by the way. Some of them are not even in any camps anymore. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, some of them are not in the camps because they know now that the Earth is flat and stationary.
Just go on and on and on. So like, stop bringing up my name about irrelevant shit, and I'll leave you alone. It's just that simple.
It's too late, man. You know, it's whatever now. You know, and so it's whatever. You know, and so it's just whatever I feel like in that day to teach. If you post something and I want to do a commentary on it, now you're in my world. You know, and that kind of thing. So this is a public domain. I made a public response to Tahar. You made a public response to my response. And then you made a public response to our phone call, you know, and then this is a public domain and all that kind of stuff. So if this public domain is not for you to talk about the truth in that way, you should find a non-public domain. You know, that's just what it is. You know, I'm sorry, it's too late.
But you can't do it. You can't do it. And as far as me being frazzled and all this, man, you know.
I can't do it because now I have an opportunity to use your channel to get a larger audience to know that they're on a flat stationary Earth, and then that God exists, and then the God of the Bible exists.
You know a damn thing about me. All you know is that I make videos, that I'm affiliated with GMS, and that I'm a little rough around the edges. That's the only thing you know, man.
You're not rough around the edges. You're just a clown. I look at you as like a little child, somebody who just can't read a book on their own and needs Tahar, who's literally a pig, to like explain things to you. Like, do you think that's what God's all about? Like, is the Bible really that complicated, that deep with all the things that we know and have access to now? Is it really that deep that you need somebody who's a borderline illiterate like Tahar and Gabar and all these idiots to teach you stuff? Really? You could figure out the sequence of Revelation in like a couple hours with the Most High, you know, dealing with anybody. And that's what it is, you know? And so it's not that deep, you know, and it's not that complicated. And the reason that we're in the end times is twofold, because Psalms 119:44, there are a group of people on this earth, not you idiots, that care about the law more than their life, and they want that law to exist forever and ever. And then the poor are just growing in number every single day. And the God of the Bible loves the poor. And so that's the reason why we know that we're in the end times. And that's what you should be teaching your people. But your people are just a bunch of Satanists. Whoever you're teaching and they believe what you say, they're all stupid. And so that's crazy. That's no one takes GMS seriously, or any of all these actors and all that kind of stuff. Circle means ellipse. Joseph did not sleep with Mary until Christ was born means something else, and all that kind of stuff. You people are just magicians or warlocks.
You don't know my personality. You don't know how I move in my daily life, or none of that shit.
I know you're effeminate.
So you're name calling, and then when someone gives the shit right back to you, oh, they're fragile, and their mindset and their intellect and all. Like, knock it off, bro. Stop making videos about me. Stop mentioning my name, and I'm gonna do the same. It's really just that simple. You have a doctrine that you want to push, you want to preach. That's fine, dude. Go do that shit. No one cares. I have a doctrine that I want to push and I preach, and that's fine as well. No one cares. The people who are...
What is that doctrine? I've been asking for weeks at this point now. What is that doctrine? What is that understanding that you have a revelation that's only for the chosen people and all this kind of stuff, only in GMS, 100% truth, yada, 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 when that's obviously not true. What is that? And then be scholarly about it. We could have had a scholarly exchange if you talk about your doctrine and I talk about mine. The fundamental difference now, and I did that more for End Times Teacher because I know you're just stupid. The fundamental difference between that doctrine and my doctrine is the two witnesses. You can boil it down to that. That's the most important thing. That's a very, very different understanding of the world now, and then who would be ever able to implement the plagues in Revelation 16. And so that's the difference, And so on that aspect, yeah, we can agree to disagree because it looks like, you have a different point and you'll never change, and that's fine. But now that I'm on your page and I have many videos there, you can't now all of a sudden call a timeout and say no more videos. Okay, like I've gotten what I want. No, I'm allowed, and this is a public domain. I'm allowed to do commentary videos and like point out other people who are lying. I pull up stuff every day from like the mainstream and we call them liars and Satanists, Bill Gates and all these different people. So that's what YouTube's all about until we have access, until we still have access to this type of thing. So like you guys bring out these verses all the time, gird up thy loins and all that kind of stuff. Be a man, dude. Like, why are you crying now all of a sudden on YouTube and all that kind of stuff? Like, this is important. We're in the last days. And so people want to know. And so if there's other people that I know for sure are wrong, like GMS, then of course I'm going to say that. How would I be helping the truth? Ultimately, Christ, Yahushua is the truth. By just whatever. No big deal. Shape doesn't matter. Mystery Babylon, whatever. Mark of the Beast, whatever. No big deal. Take the vax, not a problem. That kind of thing. No, all these things matter. Are you kidding me? They're all connected and they matter a lot. All that kind of stuff. Every single truth matters because they all roll up to the truth.
Or who is gonna adhere to it, they're gonna listen to it, man. And the people who not, they're gonna push it behind them, and that's fine, man. It's really just that simple.
So now you're getting very logical, instead of this, he's a demon. And why don't you just present your point, say that this person believes this, and just let people choose? Now you're getting all logical, like all the GMO is starting to slowly wear off in your brain. Whatever drugs that Tahar has been feeding you guys spiritually is starting to kind of wear off now, and that kind of thing. Now you're starting to make sense. It's like, it might be a little bit too late though.
But for the love of you won't do it, man. You always constantly have to bring up my name for whatever reason it is. And so this is what this video is about, just addressing some of the...
For the record, I'm not saying your name, but however, my name, all my background, everything people can find out about me is all public. Why? Because I don't care. I don't care about anything in this world at all. Zero. This place, if the Bible says the place is hell, I believe that. And I've experienced that, so I agree with it. And so why would I care about anybody else's opinion in hell? What would a person with just one brain cell want to do if they're in hell? Get out of hell. ASAP. That's all I want. That's it. And so you setting up a little Babylonian scheme with Tahar and selling masks with Sakari on it, or like sending tithes up and all that kind of stuff, and then Tahar pop quizzing you people about Wikipedia and all that kind of stuff. You guys like that. You like the fact that Tahar can sit there with Gabar and talk about nothing for 2 hours, talk about Floyd Mayweather and stupid things. Like, you guys are idiots. We're done with like half truths. I don't care where it comes from. I'm done with that. And so if you want to come by here with your half truths and expect a pat on the back from me, you're gonna get a kick in the pants. Get out of here. We don't want any of that, because we've gone through a lot of effort to uncover a lot of truths that are now obvious. And so if you don't want those, just go away. That's just go away. And so just don't ever say anything, and then you'll be less likely maybe to be mentioned on this channel, but just go away.
The things they see is not a video into his doctrine, whatever, because he goes into his slavery doctrine, whatever, and that's his interpretation of it, and that's what he believes, and that's on him. That's fine. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? And so that's all I got to say on this, man. Leave me the hell alone, and I'll leave you the hell alone. But he won't be able to do it. My name will always come up for whatever reason.
Jeez, these guys are real tough. These people, I want people to understand, they're still shilling for this place. When they say that the Most High is going to put you to death and all that kind of stuff, they still think that this place is desirable. They don't understand, because their brain is so messed up by Tahar's GMO, that death here is a release of that energy. Where's it going to go? To a garbage dump? It goes to the spirit world in the presence of God. And God decides what happens to that energy, because that's his energy. So is that a bad thing? What's God going to have up there? Like, he's going to, like, all the mirrors are cracked and the windows are broken, the house is in shambles, and it just smells bad or whatever. What are these people talking about? These people are so dumb that they don't realize that they're shilling for God, shilling for Satan, when we are anxious to go to God. So they think that dying or whatever, being put to death by God, is like a bad thing. Like, these people are so dumb. Like, they think that this place is like a virtuous and a good place to be. And so leaving it would be like a bad thing. And so they are directly and indirectly always shilling for this place. And so these people are on God's left-hand side. And so there's another group of us who know that everything going on here is stupid, and when you bring truth to people, they get all like angry first, and then they start sloughing off me like, oh, leave me alone, just don't mention my name, and just let bygones be bygones and all this kind of stuff. These people are soft as a marshmallow, and so I just want people to know, anybody coming here, they need to want the truth as much as I do, or else I'm just going to absolutely shred that person, and then it's just better just to agree to disagree unless your opinion is very, very well thought out, and then you think that it's more kind, more generous, more humble, and all that. It has those principles, and then it's I need that, in my life and all that kind of stuff, and then it will benefit not just me, but people in general. And so, but how can people care more about us when we're reading the Bible literally? And the God of the Bible even tells Esdras, how can you say that you care about people more than he does? And so we're presenting the God of the Bible because we know that he cares about everybody more than we could ever. And so how can you compete with the God of the Bible? All we do is we present it, and say that this is the way God is. God loves the poor. God hates evil. God loves his law through his son, and it will be eternal. And it's not being honored anywhere here on earth. And so what else can that mean except that we're in the end times? And so this is a place for people who are living day to day, not month to month, not year to year, definitely not decade to decade. So if that's not you, and you don't like this, my voice is annoying, you don't like my hair, thinning hair or flippy hair or whatever, just go away. I'm not even saying this part to be rude or towards Obadiah or End Times Teacher. Just go away. It's just better for you to go away and find another channel that has a 2-year outlook, or a 3-year, or a 5-year, or a 10-year. This is a day-to-day channel, and then as long as I can post stuff here. And that's not for very many people, And so if you love any aspect of this life, you will not like this channel at all. The stuff that I posted already, and then a little bit, whatever that I'll post going forward. I despise every aspect of this life. Looking back on my life, what I go through today, dealing with these clowns who don't even know how to read, and they get angry when other people tell them stuff. And the Bible says it's just obvious. And so that kind of thing. So just everybody just agree to disagree, and then we don't have any issues, and that kind of thing. And so, or if you want to go back and forth, we can keep it scholarly, and like do it even offline, instead of he's a heathen, he's going into slavery and all this kind of stuff. These idiots think that there's going to be this kind of slavery in the kingdom. Even if there was any kind of slavery, it would be according to the law, like in Psalms 119:44, because the law will endure forever. And so if it's not in the law, it's not going to happen in the kingdom either. And so like God's going to make up a new law. Yeah, whatever. New law, GMS, I'm going to reward Tahar, who's just an idiot. And then he can go and beat people or whatever. When that judgment, whatever happened in all of our lives, is from God. So what's he going to do? Go beat up God? God did all this. These people are so stupid. I literally cannot stand this place at all. And it's just making it worse by having to interact with these people. So the people here, if you're day to day, then you'll find some comfort here, but if you're anything else from that, go away. Hope everyone's doing well. Bye.